live up in the top right corner.
Yeah,
All right.
we did it. We did it live.
We're live. Hello to the world.
What's up, world? I'm trying to run a
Go
tight
live
ship.
up in the top right corner.
So if we did it all in 1 hour, even, that'd be pretty easy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 12 matches maximum.
Yeah.
I think we can do that in an hour.
Yeah, if you don't navel gaze all the possibilities, then the matches go by pretty quick.
Yeah.
Though I might do a little of that. I'll make sure one person says they hear us. Hey, Heaven, what's up?
We got Heaven in the chat, staying up late,
Oh, I love it. He's got no bedtime.
1 a.m. Good work.
Yeah, so I think there's probably like a 5 or 10-second delay. So when I hear one confirmation, we'll move on to our matches. We've got 32 coaches in the league, 16 made playoffs. We're going to see 4 get eliminated today and 4 move on. It's mostly the physical conference, though we have one special conference. 8 matches in the first round of playoffs, so we had to do what we can do so that it's not all at once.
Yeah, looks like you might need to bump your own audio up a little bit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, or maybe not. Heaven says it's fine. This might be a PurpleReign problem. Am I also quiet? If it's just Jordan, then maybe bump Jordan up. But if it's both of us, maybe just turn your volume up there.
Yeah, as long as we're relatively similar, then that's a you
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah. But
Up a little
oh,
bit. Oh, crap.
I think we can probably look at our first match and start talking. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
definitely
just
both.
I'm juggling. I want to show the full screen, but I also want to have something going on the other screen, and so we're doing a 5-dimensional something or other. Just 1 minute.
No problem.
Cool beans. How
Cool
are you,
beans.
James? Welcome back to playoffs. Feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel good. I haven't been in playoffs since my last playoffs appearance was season 2 of the VBL-N, which was well
Quite a
over a year
bit.
ago.
Quite a bit.
And so I'm happy to be back. Very nervous about my matchup. Tomorrow is stay home and wait for the new dryer service guy to show up, and also do all my prep for my battle that is on Sunday morning. So
This is so tricky. We are losing you when you're not the highest window, so I'm just gonna not touch any windows over there once I get you back up. Okay, we're in it. This is great.
sounds good.
Okay, so yeah, here are the 4 matches we got. We got first up 2 of the hardest working new coaches in the league,
No
CoDameron
kidding.
and PurpleReign, both making content, both showing that they're thinking a lot about these matches. So somebody's season is going to be cut short, but both did a very good job this season. You have any notes on this matchup besides PurpleReign's got a lot of power and Colby's got a lot of bulk over here?
Well, that is certainly part of it. I agree that based on your white square here, that Scizor is very likely to be an important part of this matchup for Colby. Noticing that generally Terra Water is going to be a very safe thing for Colby to do defensively. Um, Very unlikely to have a lot of like just random energy balls or things like that for coverage, and so unless PurpleReign is doing some 5D chess or something like that, I would not be surprised to see Scizor Terra into the water type at least once. I'm less certain that Wo-Chien is going to be like super great here, just because a lot of the offensive power from PurpleReign is coming from special attackers. Driftblim, and Indeedee, but then also obviously the 2 that you have selected. Crocolore does get Torch Song, right? It's not just Skeletors that gets the Torch Song, so maybe some scaling off of that.
But it gets,
Oh, it doesn't. That's
but
fine.
it's bulkier. It can do a thing,
Yeah,
maybe. But yeah, I think you called it here. Scizor, Terra Water would be really good. The key is like this is the most volatile matchup here. Caesar can delete Fluttermane,
Definitely.
Fluttermane can delete Caesar, but if either Terras, then they win, unless they both Terra, and then who knows what'll happen.
Then it's a mystery. Yep, totally. Well, let's see which sixth they each brought.
Okay. We
Oh,
see Wotian and
you're coming out of only one channel apparently, only the left channel.
The left channel.
I guess. Uh, I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Did I fix it?
Maybe. We'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Apparently, as a result of that, I am much louder on mobile, like for headphones or whatever. But I can hold my microphone a little bit further away from me. I'm just holding it up right now.
Why don't you just figure it all out for me, Discord or YouTube or whoever?
Streamlabs or Discord or YouTube or who knows. All right, so who we got? We got the Wotian. We definitely got the Scizor. We've got all four of those good special attackers I mentioned from PurpleReign's side, plus Donphan and Orthworm. And then we've got the Bellibolt, unsurprisingly, Salamence, which is maybe not special this week, as has often been the case.
Yeah, you got to be able to snipe that Fluttermane with a physical hit.
Got to be able to hit the Fluttermane with something.
PurpleReign starts out with the immediate aggression, and can Colby withstand it? That is, I think, the question on my mind. Does this guy have a Trick Room? That would be one way to turn the tables. There's that Terra Water. James immediately correct.
Terra Water, excellent.
Yeah, so exactly. The snipe does not snipe. And notably, no Bullet Punch, so he was ready for Psychic Terrain. Brings the Iron Head.
Iron Head, and just kills it.
Good start for Colby.
I got to imagine that's exactly what Colby was hoping for with turn one, right? Oh, yeah. Fluttermane is the lead. Yeah, you don't care about the terrain. You just defensive Terra and kill it with the Steel move.
Yeah, as you noted, water is a pretty tough type to beat here. So let's see if Hydreigon's got strong neutral hits, I'm sure, and they still are faster than Colby's team. So we'll see what happens. An adjustment. Bellibolt's very good at soaking up hits. The mascot, ooh, not even half from a Draco. I love that.
Yeah, super bulky, getting that nice free charge.
Oh, great.
Your least favorite move in the whole game.
Punished for playing the game. How dare you try to play the game, Colby?
I mean, what was the, otherwise that Poltegeist is gonna do something super scary, right? I mean, you want it to
or
clear it for a turn.
Yeah.
Clear it out for a turn and then try and maybe force a switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Purple's gonna stick with these Draco Meteors even though they're getting weak. It was enough in this case to pull down.
Yeah. Plus the
Bellibolt. So good job.
Terrain boosted Psychic gets the Bellibolt out of there. Huge threat.
I'm really surprised by the Draco.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
But he notices that it's still, even with the third power, still worth something. That just gives him more incentive to swap out. I feel like Purple is always definitely swapping out now. But can Colby do something?
The crit on that Scizor, probably not super critical in that it was at about 50%. I mean, that is a stab, terrain boosted Psychic into just a neutral hit.
Yeah.
Is probably doing around 50. Like, that's kind of what you expect, right? A neutral hit
with
from
some kind of boost.
Stab Psychic with a boost. Yeah, you're expecting about 50.
So possibly crit mattered, but I think the situation is Colby's got to turn this around. A Curse Body
Psychic getting disabled. Super nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
I wonder what the Terra Blast will be. They've already Terra'd, so we won't see it this game. But it's at least neutral.
That's the kind of thing. We do see a Grass Terra.
That's the secret.
Probably just for defensive purposes, though.
Okay.
And we're just going to try and roll some dice here to get rid of that Wotian.
With enough
that makes sense.
This is a relatively safe way to delete a Wotian. I don't know.
Yeah, you're expecting to hit 1 in 3.
5 turns. There it is.
Under 50%. There it goes.
Okay. So how do we adjust from this? Because Colby's living hits, but it's not enough because Purple just keeps hitting.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of super strong offense coming. The potential like intimidates off of Salamence really doesn't seem like it's going to be very useful, particularly if Donphan's plan is Fissure. Although that is a Fissure immunity, so maybe you might want to have that in the back as a potential switch in, just to waste some PP. We didn't see we don't have a good idea of Donphan's item, do we? So,
Nope.
not really.
I feel like this kind of set lends itself to like AV, random attacks with a Fissure, and hope to live long enough to use it. But that's just a guess at this point. Let's see game 2.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, so we got
More
the same lead for PurpleReign.
Colby responds with Salamence as expected, and now at least there's mind games here. It can't be just throwing out the Mystical Fire every time.
So we got Terra into Fire, Terra into Steel.
Colby gets them both times with the Terra read. This time it's Salamence. I love it. Okay,
nice,
but at least they're ready
read both
defensively.
Times.
They're ready for the hits, the Steel moves.
Exactly.
Ooh,
bulky
Tailwind. Okay, so that's how you get the speed. Multiple Tailwind setters here. That was a pretty good bet, I think.
Yeah, I like that as well, quite a bit. Just doing a little bit of scouting.
Yeah,
stall the Tailwind a little bit here.
Purple has to stall at this point. What a change one Tailwind can do.
Super bulky Donphan, taking almost nothing, and
Ooh, okay, wait. So we saw that crit mattered last turn, but this drop means it's still gonna die in the next turn anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, if they double, if they call this, they get way ahead. Well done, Colby.
Definitely agreed.
Taking their spots, because this wasn't the biggest threat to them.
Yeah, so protecting into the pretty obvious Mystical Fire there. Another nice crit on PurpleReign's side.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Oh, I never see that coming. From
that draft tech nobody sees coming. Love that.
That's an anti.
But the fire, Mystical Fire off of Terrafire Fluttermane is just so scary for everything Colby's still got, though, right?
Do we have some kind of double up here to get rid of one of these guys? The Charge, Thunderbolt.
The Charge does it.
Is on his own 2v1, and I think we're going to game 3.
I agree. Unless, I don't know, double Snarl crit into, I don't know. We're going to get one more.
But we see
one more KO for the Hydreigon.
So they're ready for non-psychic terrain conditions with the Bullet Punch, and they're ready for psychic terrain, both hitting the Indeedee with X-Scizor and Ironhead for Fluttermane. This is a very cool Scizor set. It does not have Protect, so they might have to Terra it or be crafty to keep bringing it, but...
Yeah, X-Scizor is like the very like adult decision for Scizor, right? It's like you're never happy to be running X-Scizor, because like you're not getting the Technician boost, it doesn't have any good secondary effect. It's just kind of whatever, but like it's just the like responsible adult decision sometimes. Like that second stab, I'm gonna hit what I need to hit super effectively. Yeah, I like that bring a lot.
To Oko a Hydreigon, depending on.
Could very well be, yeah.
All right, so I'm having trouble juggling. I can't look at the chat without getting James lost in the sauce. So
they're just laughing because I said I used the abbreviation for the PowerPoints mechanic. Lol, James said PP. A lot of love for Purple coming back.
The level the chat is.
After turn 1.
Until the match is over. I'll see you guys after game 3.
Love that we're already getting some game 3s. I love some playoff game 3s. Yeah. Always exciting.
So Colby got Tailwind.
So we haven't seen a Driftblim,
which turned things around. Can they get it game 3 though? I'm gonna guess
again the same lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this Cloyster dies to the Fluttermane immediately, but if it gets to hit, then would beat the Fluttermane with like Icicle Spear or something. Well, I guess do you just double the Fluttermane because it loves to protect? That's I think the mind game here. One of your guys.
Yeah, this is a very, very scary, like mind game turn one once again, right? Scissor plus a third different potentially scary Pokemon. Maybe the FlutterMane Protect is the mix up, and then maybe Colby reads the Protect and doubles into the Indeedee, or maybe not. Maybe PurpleReign gets way ahead here with some. Uh, have we seen all four moves on Indeedee in the other two games? I'm not sure, but
Protect, Encore, Psychic, and Hyper Voice.
and,
So
and Hyper Voice.
the
Yeah, we
main
have seen all four.
question is if Indeedee Psychic could OHKO the Cloyster, which maybe Colby knows, but I don't know, because that would
Yeah.
make this Indeedee an actual factor. Otherwise, you would just focus on this FlutterMane. Let's see what they do. They go for the Terra, okay, and yeah, the Protect. The Protect was absolutely the move.
Yeah.
There it is.
Kills it anyway,
But
yeah.
they're
And
ready in
set up
case
the
of
Tailwind,
Protect.
but what a trade.
That's the key.
Yeah.
So you need to have moves that punish Protect, which are either boosting or sub or Tailwind or something, just in case. That's really, really good. That makes a big difference. But they're not gonna have the easiest time getting through Donphan. Crit helps.
Well, that crit certainly helps, yeah. Yeah, there's 65% with a Psychic into the Scizor, so.
Okay. Ice Shard is a 2-shot, but Donphan does go down.
It's a nice tech to point it at the flying type Pokemon as well, and just get to ignore the terrain, right?
FlutterMane protects every single time, and then Tailwind's over. So what do you do now? Except if they both have Tailwind or something, then how do you get speed back right now? Because you always protect, and you can't really be punished for that, can you?
Yeah, it does seem super, super safe here, and we still haven't seen a Terra out of PurpleReign as well, right? The Donphan didn't Terra grass.
Yeah, he
definitely
he
not
could
the face
not
of the
protect
tunnel.
and just go Terrafire and assume he can live things, but I think Protect is just so safe.
Yeah.
Does Colby have a move for Protect? He had Tailwind last time, but it's not going to help with this turn.
Oh, that's a way to punish
That's
a
the
Protect.
move. That's the move. Because,
there we go.
Yeah, that's so bold, right? In front of FlutterMane. But I think he knows that's his only move. And it's gone. Yep. It's gone.
Dang.
Moxie Salamence gets to do
Not
one
even
more
quite enough
here. Colby moves on.
Fourth Mon coming in.
Terra's...
Poison for some good defense.
I don't think that
the Draco miss. Yeah, that's just kind of salt in the wound at this point, right?
Yeah, you're not getting through the Bellibolt after a Draco drop. So yeah, damn. Yep. Good job, Colby.
Dang. Well done to Colby. Moving on to the top 4 of the physical conference.
Multiple
awesome.
tech moves were necessary.
Sucker Punch.
Dragon Dance isn't niche, but in this situation, it's very specific. He has to protect, otherwise I lose. And so they called it. They found their spot. Cool.
Yep. Excellent reads at many different points in that game, or in all 3 games of the set as well.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Definitely looking forward to potentially some videos from both of them on here's what I was thinking, here was the plan.
Yeah.
Along with some maybe some live commentary. We'll see what happens from both of them. Looking forward to potentially that.
Yeah, well done, Colby. Let's move on. The Pittsburgh Piplups, the team that ran everybody over throughout the regular season with Primeape and Masquerada. Who would have thought? And mid-season, they picked up Dondozo Tatsugiri. So we got 2 big cores that everything is centered around that.
And how about Chi-Yu plus Gardevoir as just raw damage, right? There's lots of just turn 1 scary things this team can do. Mm-hmm. Fast sleep powders from Vivillon, or potentially, fake out Trick Room and try and sweep with a Dondozo in the back or something like that. So I did actually do one calc for this match. I was like, I wonder.
Yeah.
Talonflame with either Adamant or any boosting item, so even just Sharp Beak, is 94% to kill 252 Eviolite Primeape. So any Flower Trick, basically even resisted, is going to do 5 to 6%. So Talonflame Brave Bird is a pretty solid answer in most cases to that price.
See, I'm just clicking Will-O-Wisp there, but I guess that doesn't save you necessarily.
Not at +6, it doesn't.
Maybe not. Okay, so here the problem is Camo has a fast team, but fast does not matter when Sucaba has a Sableye, and when he's got a
A
Talonflame,
Sableye,
and when he's got a very good
Talonflame
Trick
with
Room
the
mode
Wing,
here. It's just like
great Trick Room mode. Yeah,
one of the
totally.
hardest teams that I had this season. Very tough to outspeed. Very tough to live the hits from the key attackers. They're relatively few places, right? No way Chiyu lives even a neutral Great Tusk hit. No way that it lives a Baxcalibur Glaive Rush. So it's just all about picking
Or
your
even
spots.
like a Power Gem, probably.
Sure. Yeah, it's like who's got the sash type stuff, and
Yeah.
like who's going to get to live one turn. Redirection maybe helps. Fake out helps. But this game will oscillate between very volatile turns, and then when the Dozo comes out, it'll just be Dondozo stuff. So it'll be hopefully you've got tech. The Sableye is normally very good at disrupting Pokemon, including Dondozo. So we'll see what Sucaba has for that.
Yeah, the Dondozo Tatsugiri has generally been much better, like better prepped and better handled in this second season dealing with it than last season, where people were still trying to get the feel for it. But look at that, all 6 of the Pokemon that I listed as potential pairs, right? We got Meowscarada Primate,
we have a team of
Sushi,
pairs here. The triple double.
Geodude.
Yeah.
So
So Miss Magus
let's see
got
how
all
it
the
starts.
moves. I'm gonna guess that it's the other disruptive piece to try to like skill swap Dondozo or taunt Dondozo or Will-O-Wisp Dondozo, something. We're gonna have to see that likely as part of the plan. Will-O-Wisp, I
Yeah,
think.
also
beats both of
no
these. Yeah.
no Slow King for
Oh, okay.
Sucaba as well. So unless Miss Magus Trick Room is the plan, which seems unlikely, I don't. I think Sucaba's just saying, nah, Trick Room ain't it this week.
Yeah. It bears repeating that Miss Magus is also doo-doo, so it's not good. But maybe Sucaba can get something out of it. Sucaba on the near side, ready to move fast. Camo with his iconic duo up front.
So let's see if Sucaba did the same calculation I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Gone.
maybe we're just
Goodbye.
gonna solve the problem in a different way.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
Not good enough.
And then got to resist Drain Punch. Who cares?
Yeah, I feel like Camo had to be ready for that.
And that's a
Oh, okay.
miss burn 15% of the time,
Yeah, goodbye. Okay.
and a dead one. Yep.
Will-O-Wisp certainly helps, but this is already like a tricky spot. Yeah, we need the Willow. Oh, there's the Water Veil.
Oh, and it's Water Veil
Okay.
rather than Oblivion.
I mean, I think that's
Right.
the move, right? We got Sableye and Talonflame definitely burning it, but this Glimmora needs to do major damage. That's not major enough. Another Mon goes down. This
26
is
is not
great for
is
the
not
Town heroes.
40.
Miss Magus has got to get it. Come on, Miss Magus. You can do 2%, right? Well done.
Apparently my cam is cropped weird right now, but yeah, just picking up some extra damage into the Tatsugiri, not even cleaning it up with the Shadow Ball.
I'm moving too fast.
Toxic.
Yeah. All right, so Rage Fist. Have we hit the Primate yet? So no. So it's currently pretty weak. I assume Miss Magus can.
And it is toxic as well. 2 layers of toxic debris. Draco Meteor finishes that off, and we're in a 2v1. I think Primate probably going to be able to clean this one up.
Yeah, Miss Magus is pretty bad.
Yeah. Although.
Yeah, 50 base power Rage Fist ain't it. But
It's also not great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very clearly no protect on this set, right? Because like if Sucaba has protect on that Miss Magus, it's protect 100% of the time.
Oh, for toxic,
right?
Of course, yeah.
You just get some toxic. You avoid hitting you avoid doubling the Rage Fist.
Unless you know that you've lost and you're saving information, but yeah, they normally would.
But that seems like maybe winnable, right? Like you take some toxic damage and then you Shadow Ball on the next turn, and maybe that's enough, something like that. I don't know. But
so we were ready for one pair, and if Sucaba sees the Will-O-Wisp or the Water Veil faster, maybe he can adjust. So he doesn't necessarily need to change game plans, but the Dondozo is a problem. What does Sableye have? Is it coming out game 2? I'm going to assume it is. because it.
Yeah, Miss May just could have been choice. That's a good point Heaven brings up
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it just went
as well.
for Shadow Ball.
Probably not Specs, just because like it wasn't doing tons of damage. But maybe a Scarf. It was going first generally. So
Yeah,
let's see some adjustments.
let's hit
See
it.
what happens in game two.
Yeah, I'm assuming something different from Sucaba, even though I think he's close to cracking the code. Talonflame, Baxcalibur, okay.
Same lead.
And this time the Victor adjusts. Who's gonna die? Chiyu's gonna die.
Chiyu's gonna die.
And then Baxcalibur
and
the double
also
damage.
Baxcalibur's gonna die. I think that's like a reasonable trade though, right?
Yeah, no, I mean both sides aren't super hating that. The problem is like this is not a good situation. You don't want to just be a random physical attacker against Dondozo. You can boost
against Dondozo.
I don't think they're gonna boost. I don't know what they're supposed to do except Terra Grass, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, the Tailwind is nice. Yeah, maybe some Terra Grass. I mean, it's still very beefy, and like the Tatsugiri switching in here seems at least plausible, if nothing else.
And this is like kind of the frustrating aspect is that you can't even target Gardevoir because it likely becomes an invisible Tatsugiri. And so Dondozo can just protect for free if it had it. They can, it's just like they could Trick Room and they would never get punished for it. So it's a little bit tricky. I don't know what you're supposed to do because you can't even burn the Dondozo. That was the Talonflame answer. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah,
it's a rough spot. Rough spot for Sucaba. Strong position for Camo for sure. Yeah. Tatsugiri comes in.
If Miss Magius dies, it's the only mon that might have tech. Ooh, we have a Mirror Herb. That's a tech.
Oh, love a Mirror Herb. And no Oblivious. Oblivious. So,
now
those are useful boosts.
Semi-even ground. I mean, Dondozo is way better than Miss Magius as Pokemon. Like, bias aside, it's just not good. So, like, it's still going to die to Wave Crash, right? Ooh, saved by good targeting. Skill Swap does not... It's not unaware, so that's not actually doing anything unless they go for Will-O-Wisp here. So, are they going to get the Will-O-Wisp?
So, potentially, yeah.
Boom!
Now that they can, there we go. It is still at 2.5 times. Yeah. Like, it has gotten the order up boost, but...
That was so bad of two times. Yeah. Mages are so bad.
Yeah.
But they should be pick-upable, at least with Talonflame.
And
it's Levitate!
The skill swap Levitate.
Oh, that's a misplay that nobody is catching. There's no way I'm ever catching that I gave Levitate to this thing. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I guess you got to go for close combat, but damn, they're not killing it again.
Yeah, you can't kill two Dondozos.
Oh no. Yeah,
you've already solved the problem once. You can't solve. That's not a problem you solve twice.
Rest Talk was a good bring. Gotta respect from Camo's side. Trusting that, if Sucaba's pieces were very physical and they had limited answers, because you can bring the Skill Swap Mirror Herb and it's still not enough if your Pokemon that has it isn't good enough. Damn. Okay, well,
so we got
Camo, okay.
Yeah, totally. A commanding 2-game set saying, hey, just because we got answers doesn't mean your answers are always good enough, right?
Yeah, you need 3 different answers for this thing. We keep creeping up the price. We're probably going to do so again next season. All right, onwards.
Yeah, that's a rough one to forget, right? I mean, and you're gonna forget it. Like in what world are you thinking? Oh yeah, I gave the Dondozo Levitate, and then accidentally locked myself into Earthquake.
Yeah, Floating Whale.
With a choice band.
So this game I can't give the most commentary about, because if I seem sad, then you know I lost. If I seem happy, you know I won. So neutral, deflect in commentary, whatever it is, assume the opposite. I'm doing mind games here, but you're gonna have to leave the commentary on this one. I put out a team builder. I said this matchup is hella hard. It is, but James, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I agree. I think it is. I think it is a tough matchup for you. Ray can use a lot of mons that take advantage of a lot of your weaknesses. I mean, you outlined it in your video, right? Relatively frail on the physical side for a lot of your most potent mons. Gonna kind of have to get some good predictions and leverage your protects pretty well. But I mean, that's certainly my favorite move. So I'm thrilled that you have it on 4 Pokemon.
I use Protect better in Game 2, so I won't vouch for what happens in Game 1, Protect usage-wise. We'll just
Okay, so you're saying it at least goes to Game 2.
Yeah, I make it all the way to Game 2, for sure. We'll put Ray on the near side. You guys see me as the
Sure.
protagonist.
Uh-oh. Well, so you're basically playing 6v5 because I see that Raymond has brought my least favorite Pokemon that I love to drag on, Wigglytuff, the bad Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon. I mean, I didn't respect it, so I had Flash Cannon on Jugulis, and I put Flamethrower, totally disrespecting Wigglytuff, because I'm like, there's no way it's coming, so I'll just do slightly better into 1 or 2 matchups.
And some other stuff, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, these two are hurt by Fairy, so it's a reasonable bring, and you'll see that he brings it out in lead and gets Frisk immediately, so that's a good usage of Wigglytuff.
Yeah, I mean, bringing it when it wasn't respected and getting some item information is like that's pretty close to best case scenario for Wigglytuff.
So you're seeing Booster Energy, which is going to reveal itself, but you're seeing Flame Orb. I'm trying to burn these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not. It's not really doing anything right now, but they're already aware of it, so they're already going to play around that.
Yeah, and
yeah, the dark move is always coming out here. I don't want Trick Room at all.
Yeah, still pretty solid damage into that slot on the switch in. Yeah, I mean, Dazzling Gleam on a ×4 stab. Like, this is, if we ever needed proof that Wigglytuff is not getting it done. Oh, I guess it's only ×2.
I'm frankly surprised by how much damage it did. It must be 252 plus at the very least, yeah. But yeah, so I know that I have to protect or die, but I need Champao dead, right? It's another multiplier that I can't really handle.
And yeah, targeting the Chien-Pao means Wigglytuff gets off a second hit.
But
not really doing much damage. Yeah.
Burn Facade.
You are showing the facade there.
So if I had Flash Cannon, as I originally had, then it dies, but this is still fine. And this reveals multi-scale, right?
Sure.
It would have done more than that.
Definitely, yeah. Particularly with it burned. So picks up the KO into the Jugulis, and you get your Eel in.
This is my only way to slow the game down. Like, Eel is super defensive and has no weaknesses, so it should be able to live a turn or two. It's just I need to figure out what to do with that turn.
Yeah. Seems like possibly we're getting well, not with what's the rest of the team. I was gonna say maybe a Trick Room out of the Slowbro, but probably not, just because of the rest of the team composition.
Yeah. So we have a Fire Punch here, which is not what we want. And then we have Slowbro immediately dead to Eel. So this is finally when I feel like I'm in good position. With Reflect up, should be able to get some free damage here. They're going to want to switch out.
Yeah, just getting a little more information there with the Frisk.
Yeah. I was prepared to resist the Fire Punch, but it wasn't necessary, as it turns out.
2 KOs here. So now we haven't seen a Terra, right? So we could still see like Terra Normal, Extreme Speed, or something like that, right?
There is Duke, yes. So tell me how you feel about this position at the moment.
So I would say you managed to get yourself back into a pretty reasonable position from a pretty rough position, right? You've got your Reflect up, which is doing, I got to imagine, pretty close to just undoing the Sword of Ruin, right? Like those maps.
It's an exact swap, yeah. Or cancel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're just looking at a strong Dragonite hitting probably neutral hit. Like if it's got Fire Punch, it doesn't also have Thunder Punch, right? Because like you would expect, it probably has either a flying or Dragon type move, probably flying, and then probably Extreme Speed, maybe Protect. Maybe sub, something like that, and then you got the Sucker Punch potentially. Chien-Pao is still going first, right, on raw speed, right? So Chien-Pao is going to get to do something. Your Florges, I know you have it EV'd very defensively. I don't know if it's going to take a double up. Probably won't, but it might. But even if it is a double up, then your Eel's getting to kill something, very likely. in that trade, which is not terrible because like the eel's pretty bulky. You've got the reflect. You can maybe win a 1v1. So I think you've managed to get yourself back into a pretty reasonable position from a pretty rough position
At
after your
this
first
point,
two turns.
I'm feeling so good because I have Reflect up. I've got full health on both of these Mons and berries, which have been frisked. So good job, Wigglytuff. So I've got longevity. I've got 1 1/3 Florges here and 1 1/4 Eel and a Reflect. My only thing I fear is them like getting a free turn by protecting Chiampao. He really likes to protect Chiampao. I end up doubling Dragonite. I feel like I can't lose here, but
Yeah, that is pretty big damage. Outrage finishes it off on a lucky targeting.
yep. Dragon Claw
And
wouldn't finish it off. Extreme Speed wouldn't finish it off. Outrage and hit the right target was their only out.
dang.
Yeah. Yeah. That would hurt.
Well, I mean, you played your routes, right, Ray? Well done.
No, I mean, who? So the thing
got
is
the-
about Dragonite, it's so
Yeah.
privileged that it only needs one move, Extreme Speed. The other three are bonuses, so he could have Outrage for incredibly niche scenarios like this. I've got a team with 2 fairies, but if you need a little bit more damage, that was what he needed, so it was perfect. So well done,
Yeah,
to Ray
right.
in game
The
1.
fire punch pretty well covers the Klefki in terms of things you don't want to hit with outrage, and then the extreme speed, Terra normal extreme speed in most situations is doing huge damage to your Florges, right? Like, I mean, you have access to the same calculator that Ray does, so like you could prep for that, and you did, but yeah. I mean,
But, yeah,
you
so
roll the.
absolute max
Sometimes
defense
it's you roll the
Klefki
dice.
with 40% and Reflect, and Fire Punch still destroys it. So, like, at that point, I'm 100% confirmed choice band. But, like, when you have Reflect up and max defense and you die anyway, then what the hell are you supposed to do? So, I've got adjustments, game 2. So, you're going to see usage of your favorite move.
Love to hear it.
Where's my cursor?
The showing the flame orb, or well, not showing the flame orb, but
Revealing.
Ray seeing the flame, revealing the flame orb, and then it never coming up other than just I have facade, potentially lets you mislead into just I have facade. You know, facade, foul play. Did you show a third move also?
Reflect. And then the fourth,
You
I
did
guess, has not been
reflect.
shown. Well, I guess the fourth
Right,
can be
yeah.
assumed to be switch. Switcheroo.
Switcheroo, or potentially you just wanted, you had some specific calc that a burned facade was doing better in, and maybe it's a second screen or something like that.
Burn facade ain't enough on its own. I think you know that this is the best way to handle Ray's team is to try to burn something. So,
all right, so
Ray
we
tells me
see a
afterwards
pretty
that
big mix-up.
it really affected his thinking, seeing the flame orb and trying to play around it, keeping Dragonite protected in the back, which I think he did very well in this set. So I throw out Mons 5 and 6. Hasn't seen anything about this. This should reveal Choice Scarf on Garchomp. I'm just trying to go for some chip. And Rotom's my biggest threat, because all of my Mons are like max physical defense, and this is their only special attacker. So I'm
the only special attacker.
The Rotom.
Well, and Wigglytuff, but Rotom is the only special attacker. Yeah, I agree.
And so Bulldoze is an amazing play, because I'm stuck being
it is
slow.
nice. I agree.
Turn 2. Like, I can die. Any of my Mons can die here. They could get burned. This is very, very good play by Ray on turn 1.
Yeah, so I'm expecting some protects from the frog, and then maybe a switch out on your Choice Scarf, something like that.
So we see the rare double switch. I almost never recommend it, but I know that the Thunderbolt's going here because it's not going into Garchomp, and I assumed that another Bulldoze was coming out, and it turns out he had the Ice move. So that was a little bit of a punishment, but this was as expected. And we have a Life Orb Rotom here.
See the Life Orb.
I calc at this point, and I know he can KO both. And he can go first and KO both, because the Treads is the fastest thing on the field. KOs it with Ice, and then Life Orb Leaf Storm KOs Eel. So I'm dead, right? We have one tool, which is Terastallization. And we have Protect, the universal tool.
Yeah. My favorite move. Yep, and the Leaf Storm comes just as you're expecting. So the Tailwind, I love that. You basically get to say
Big difference.
your your bulldoze will find no purchase in this soil from here on out, right? Because like you're still going to be faster after one bulldoze if your Garchomp has to come in. I mean, obviously it's killing the Toxicroak 1,000 times over, but um, I do like that Tailwind play. Protect is pretty safe. That puts you in a much stronger position here to threaten the Rotom. Maybe do something mean to the Iron Treads. You said you should flamethrower last game, right? So
Yes,
like,
I did.
yeah. So Ray's now like, this could be a double KO turn for me. So
Yeah,
see what
so
happens.
at this point, I'm seeing an uncommon attack in Bulldoze, and I'm seeing an uncommon coverage in Ice Spinner. At this point, I'm assuming Assault Vest, and I think that would allow it to live. I have, like, Calx, Flamethrower, and Eel has Flamethrower too, Toko Treads, but it would not KO an Assault Vest Treads, so I'm a little concerned about that. I'm going to assume, Ray's in the chat, that he brought Assault Vest on the Treads. So I'm going to go for a Protect here and try to get
Play it
my
super slow.
yeah. So this is 2 straight turns where I think it was a positive outcome for me due to Protect.
Yeah, I like it too. Well done. Still killing even into Steel type there, huh?
What is that horseshit? What is that horseshit? I'm Terra Steel.
It's 135 or what is it? 134 base attack.
It's so
Something
dumb.
like that.
I'm
Terra
so
normal.
angry. I've bulk too. I've bulk.
I mean, I am surprised. I'm surprised it killed, but
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised it
Yeah.
killed, right? I mean,
And this is an interesting switch by yeah. So I think we've basically confirmed Assault Vest here with 3 attacks, and we haven't seen like Iron Head.
yeah. I mean, if we see Volt Switch and haven't seen a Steel move yet,
So
you
this
got
is
to
my
assume
way to
the
break
fourth
the
move.
multi-scale, and so now my Thunderbolt would KO. Next
Right
turn.
after that,
Yeah.
have special defense there, and
But
then you've got the
this is a
Scarf
turn.
coming in.
This is a turn.
Crit's rough.
Priority.
Priority,
And that's that.
and you're down to a frog. Priority, and we see uh, 3 attacks before you even get to do anything to close it out. Yep.
So I have Garchomp with 252 defense to guarantee live Adamant Ice Shard, but the chip right here makes the difference.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Bulldoze. Yeah.
So, I mean, the Bulldoze was an excellent bring, really put him in better position to just keep wailing. And, like, even if it was resisted, if you get to keep wailing, then you're going to get through. So it was a very, very good match.
Yep.
Oh,
and we are pretty sure that this Dragonite was choice banned, right?
Oh, I mean, a bajillion % choice banded.
Yeah. So that makes a little more sense why it's still killing the Terra Steel Juggy.
Yeah. So
well done to Ray.
Yeah, very well done. So he's going to make another run in the playoffs.
Showing why he's our current reigning grand champion. Well done.
So
awesome stuff.
I'll let you all get away with just a teensy bit of salt. Yes, if that outrage hit Eel, it always lives. Always. I calced to live 2 banded extreme speeds, which ends up being an identical calc to Swords of Ruin plus Outrage. But yes, salt. Moving on.
All right, so this is basically just kind of a greatest hits of the last 3 matches, right? We got the Salamence back, we got the Chi-Yu plus Gardevoir back, we got Dragonite Great Tusk back, we got Meowscarada again, we got potentially some priority Tailwind out of Fletchling, Fletchling is no Talonflame, but it is what it is. You take what you can get, right?
Yeah. And so I'm incredibly impressed with Sly's team. I think it's one of the favorites to win it all in my book because it's just been so powerful in so many different dimensions. The Chi-Yu plus Salamence or Gardevoir, and then the Mousehold can always do something. So I think Amoonguss is key for Slushy to try to survive these hits. With a Terra, like Water or something, it can survive Chi-Yu, but if it redirects a Pop Bomb and has a Rocky Helmet, then that's bye-bye Mousehold. So I feel like Slushy can't protect his Mons, right? It's very difficult to live the onslaught that Sly's got. So I think Amoonguss is part of it. I think Sly probably brings some spread moves, like Chi-Yu Heat Wave is good through Amoonguss. But this seems like a tough one for Slushy.
So I would say potentially this seems like a match where Ditto might be a pretty good bring, right? You could maybe take advantage of potentially a friend guard if that's the mouse hole that's there.
Mhm.
You can leverage your own strong special attackers in Houndoom and Rotom, potentially even a special Dragonite. Like it's what like 105 special
Oh,
attack or something like that.
totally.
It's not
With
terrible.
with Chi boost,
With
totally
your
reasonable.
with maybe two Chi Yus on the field, right?
Yeah.
Like just double beads of ruin or whichever one it is, beads, right?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, beads of
Tusk's
ruin.
problem is special defense. So like this special
Yeah,
onslaught, this
total.
makes Tusk really bad. I would be surprised if it's not either Sash or gone from this match. But yeah, Ditto with a Scarf could really turn things around. Tailwind maybe. We have Tailwind here or in here.
Yeah, two tailwind setters. Maybe something cheeky going on with Riolu Prankster, but I think Riolu Prankster's best days are behind him. I
Give
think
it coaching
Gen
back.
8.
What is that was its only move.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
understand.
Exactly.
All right, so
Coaching a copycat, right?
yeah, so
But
Slushy's done a huge amount with these two, and with a couple of key players acting as supports. So let's see what he's got. If he's got a few other variations on these killers to get through a tough team. He just had a big tournament result at like what was it,
yeah,
regional,
no
national?
kidding.
Yeah. So
Top 16 at well, not Milwaukee. Where was it?
somewhere big with like
Uh,
hundreds of people
the
at it.
most yeah, the most recent one. I just don't remember where it was. It was a week and a half ago. But
We see it.
so
We see the
let's
Tusk. It's going to need a
we do see
creative
the dust.
Terra
Yeah,
or a
totally.
Sash. We see the Moongus as I
We do see
expect. Yeah.
both of those special attackers. Like I mean, Slushy was or kind of always like gonna stack up on special attackers, right? Like turn use the beads of ruin as much as possible
True.
to your own advantage. I'm not a huge Houndoom supporter generally, but like I don't hate it. Like I hate Wigglytuff. It can do some fun stuff. It can snarl. Terra Poison Sludge Bomb if that's ever relevant, like maybe to kill a Gardevoir, something like that.
Sucker
Um,
Punch could help, maybe. I'm not sure, but
Sucker
I feel like
Punches
we
clean
might
things
see
up,
something
but
big out of
yeah,
Houndoom because Flash Fire is like a key ingredient here to resisting both of Chiyu's hits is pretty nice. So we
true.
might see it. And two dark moves means their Prankster is in a little bit tricky spot. So we see the special ops coming straight out from Sly on the near side, and then a relatively versatile duo that should be able to handle one hit. Oh,
Terra
okay.
Flying Chi-Yu, and then big damage.
Okay, so that confirms Scarf,
Flinch is
right? So
nice,
Tusk
right?
has no
Yeah,
business being
definitely Scarf.
faster than Salamence. Um, so we see one Deadmon with the Beads of Ruin boost is just an instant delete on Rotom, but plenty of Tusk damage, and they know more's coming next turn.
Yeah, and there's no way that Chi-Yu ever Terra Flyings again in the face of
For sure, for sure.
in the face of Scarf Rock Slide Great Tusk, right?
That said, there's always mind
Um,
games, right? But yeah, with Rock Slide and an E speed here, either of these mons could die.
is dead,
Yeah.
right?
So I think Slide might need a protect or a switch. Oh, we got the normal resist
Oh,
specifically
normal
for
resist.
it, but not in this situation.
Not
But,
enough at 57%. Yeah.
Oh, these rock
And then
slides.
another rock slide.
It's an out.
Wow.
It's an out. Like me having Garchomp Scarflower rock slides. I'm like, if I feel like the odds are tough right now, rock slides are a 30% chance to improve my position. 49 if you got both of them.
And then we're just going to lose that fairy weakness.
Oh, do we have a Trick Room here?
Terra Blast, Terra
No.
Flying. Probably not.
Sly on the back foot for one of the first times all season.
We do see the inner focus
Yeah,
on
that's
the
good.
Dragonite there, rather than multi-scale.
Rock Slide is a problem. Great call by Slushy, because I'm not seeing what he's supposed to do unless he's got an unrevealed Terra here.
Yeah, I mean at this point, yeah, switch it out to
That
just
was
do
a
some
good
more
one.
attacking later.
Yeah. Oh, straight to
We do
Sash. Okay.
find the sash there. Yep. And yeah, he just gets to click extreme speed for
That's a
forever.
scarf. That's a scarf, right? Right?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I mean, no way it's
Uh,
faster than Meowscarada without. Okay.
yeah,
But
totally.
it's a scarfy scarf situation. The Tusk is naturally faster. I'm going to guess they go for it all
Well,
here.
and the extreme speed, I mean,
Too.
is yeah, like Gardevoir can't kill both of these Pokemon here.
It's over, but it's a key. This is a key
But
speed
yeah,
contest for the next game. So I think Scarf Gardevoir is like a frequently good thing to try to scarf over because like with Chi-Yu it would be a big threat. So I'm gonna guess we have the faster
totally.
Scarf on Slushy's side, but we don't even see because Dragonite
Crit.
cheats. It cheats.
It's way past luck.
It's just yeah, just crit easy. No, I wouldn't be surprised if it had a choice band. Then well, actually, we might have seen it switch moves.
Yeah, it never switched out once it switched in, so we definitely saw the Terra Blast and the Extreme Speed
Okay,
at the
okay,
same
so
time.
it's not banded and it's not life orb, so it probably wouldn't have killed. But yeah, and with another E speed.
It could be something like Assault Vest as a way to mitigate some Beads of Ruin,
Mhm.
and then it's got just room for a million moves. Although if it was Assault Vest, I would maybe expect it to be multi-scale. Although inner focus means you don't have to worry about the Salamence intimidates. I don't know. It could go either way, but I mean,
So
uh,
here's the challenge here is that Scarf Rock Slides own my whole team, but there's got to be something I can do with Shroodle. There's got to be something I can do like with the power of priority. So he's got to have a move like
yeah. I
this,
mean,
right?
it gets Trick or Switcheroo or something, right? Give it a Wagging Tail, switch, like turn that Choice Scarf into a You Go Last button,
Sure. And
something like that.
Sly did get flinched
And
a
then
few times, so
I don't
maybe
know.
he thinks I have a
Yeah,
good enough plan if I just don't get flinched. Which is so it's unclear how much Sly needs to adjust, but obviously we're not tarrying the Chi-Yu.
yeah. So Slushy got two flinches on three rock slides, I believe,
Yeah,
right? So like,
not great.
he's just running a little hot, right? Like you expect to get one
Probably
flinch
one
in
out of
three
three,
rock
yeah.
slides. So like he's just running a little hot. So yeah, maybe Sly's just like, I think it's fine.
So what we
Um,
still haven't seen is Scarfy Scarf, who's
oh,
faster.
we are seeing the eject pack. So the overheat
Yeah.
eject pack on a Houndoom
It's nice and it
uh
allows a reposition. If
no
he's
longer
got
having
something
that.
better here,
Yeah.
then we'll get to see it.
Um, maybe just Meowscarada coming in. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Okay. So Gardevoir really threatens Meowscarada,
I
but
mean,
is it just
both
gonna
of them.
die? Is it gonna die to Tusk here to Headlong Rush?
Yeah, very
Does Gardevoir
potentially.
have a creative Terra? I feel so. Here's the thing: you can have a good Terra here because Tusk never throws out the fighting move. It's double resisted. They're always throwing out the ground move. So this is when you can do your Terra Flying or your Terra Grass.
Yeah, or I mean, potentially a coverage, right? Like it gets Iron Head
Yeah,
as well. Steel
possibly.
type's good
Yeah.
good into the ice. It's good neutral into a lot of stuff as well, particularly what Sly brought.
Yeah. Let's just see it.
So that's also a possibility. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, we have him give
Just
up, which is interesting. Not
icy
confident.
win.
So he's not max speed, Scarf, Tusk. Otherwise, I think they would have just sent it. Maybe though, Slushy's scouting for Terra here. If I had a Terra answer to Gardevoir, I would have gone for it. So he didn't, and therefore he doesn't have an answer. And the second turn, I can throw out my Headlong Rush, and Gardevoir's immediately
And
dead.
just get rid of it.
Yeah,
Air Slash probably is a
perfect.
trade. Yep, definitely. And Sly's still in a reasonable position
Yeah,
here,
this
right?
is better. This is better. So I think you haven't Terra'd, so this is the Terra Ghost Mousehold, right? For the E speed. I think
Quite possibly.
yeah,
Follow
we
me,
might see a
Terra
Dark
Ghost.
Pulse to
Yep.
cover for that. But it's at least lending Salamence one turn, right? Wait, that
Follow
said, hold
me
on. Mousehold
in
needs
the
to be
same priority
faster.
bracket.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Mousehold
so it has
assumed
to
to
be
be
fast.
faster, but yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Ghost, follow me.
Yeah, so Slushy's ready.
Draco
He's not
Meteor, go
throwing
Houndoom,
extreme speed,
and just Terra
but
Blast.
that's a
Yeah,
live.
Terra Blast just seems safe, right?
Ooh. That might have been something if they got
Uh,
him.
uh,
Yeah.
oh, at half special attack though, looks like it's not quite gonna be enough. Although
Yeah.
maybe it is. There we go. All right, so Sly takes game two with just a little bit left on that Salamence, but hey, none of the HP points matter except the last one. So
Yes.
Sly just got rid of all the extra.
Yeah,
right?
so my concern here is that you've still lost your Scarf over Scarf. I feel like the situation is still very tough for Sly, and we're going to need to see an unrevealed surprise for him to win this one. Because, like, Slushy was scouting for Scarf there, and so he gave Sly a turn of
Oh,
momentum.
actually, Sly still had one Pokemon left we never saw in that
Yeah,
game,
no,
so that was
he
not.
had them this
Yeah, yeah.
one, but the
Okay.
problem is we
Yeah.
have the fastest mon on the field is Great Tusk, and it's definitely going to do some things with its turns. I think we need to see switches from Sly to survive.
So two priority moves as well. We saw Aqua Jet on that Dragonite
Mm-hmm.
in that game, which
So
is
I guess it's better
pretty cool.
for to you and for not being blanked by Terra Ghost. It's kind of
By Terra
interesting.
Ghost,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a weakness policy on one of these guys. I have no idea. No, I'm gonna guess it's just an interesting priority move.
Just a little extra tech, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see it. Game
Maybe like
three.
a,
Another good set.
I don't know. Yep. Awesome, awesome. Can't
This is
wait.
not good.
Last one of the year.
It's still the fastest thing on the field. I'm concerned for
Yeah.
Sly here. And especially with Amoongus's protection.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's that answer. He preserved
There's the
the
Terra
answer
Grass.
for the
There we
next
go.
game.
Okay.
Wow. This is
So,
really good because now you can single target Tusk if you wanted to.
or just icy wind. Say, I know I'm going to live the headlong rush. I'm going to icy wind, or just kill it.
It's so good for Sly. He had two opportunities to reveal that, and he waited till game 3. I love it. I love it.
So just gonna slow things down a little bit with a protect. We do see that it's Protean rather than um, Overgrow, which I mean it is most of the time. Extreme Speed just not doing a ton when it's not also normal type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. This is back to Sly, what he's been doing all season. It's just being fast and strong and try to deal with this.
We're gonna get the Salamence cleaned up, but I mean Slushy, finds himself in a 3v2 again. Has used his Terra, but I mean we're just gonna kill the Dragonite anyway.
Oh
Uh,
no. There
not
it is.
quite getting the KO on that, and yeah, Faint says I don't care about your protects. I'm just gonna clean this up, and for Abominable comes in at the end.
Cool.
Gardevoir with a Scarf gets that last KO, and we have Sly going on to the semifinals.
Great job, Sly. Great job to Slushy, too. I think Sly is going to be tough to beat looking at this bracket. We don't know. We're going to reseed at round 2, so we don't know exactly who's playing who in the next match. But
Yeah, let's go ahead and just get a little bit of updates here. We can see what
I'll do the
see what we can
later.
expect. Yeah, we'll get those in here in a little bit.
My bracket is already screwed.
And then
That's fine.
Sly. Oh, yours. Yeah, I got no prognostication abilities. I wasn't even gonna make a. I mean, you. That's the game we play, right? You never know who's gonna win.
Yeah, we write the stories afterwards and act like, oh, this person was on top the whole time. No, they weren't. Other people were on top until they just lost. So it happens. And then when the person that wins it all just squeaks into playoffs, we say they really turned it on in playoffs. And I'm like, no, maybe they just won. They were always good, and they just won in the more important games.
Yep. So I know we got Goose versus Daddy was just played over the course of this stream.
I'll let
Me and
Sunday.
Poppin are playing Sunday morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think the other two are also Sunday, right? Or maybe
Probably, yeah.
maybe the Rich Electric one might be Saturday afternoon, something like that. I don't know, but I believe we're gonna have a Sunday stream. I know it won't be you, but I think we got something going on. I might run it. I might not. It is Father's Day. I might be out doing stuff all day and not have time to get it planned out. But I think we got enough people potentially with the ability to run a stream that we should have something going on Sunday.
Well, I hope you do.
Worst case scenario, we'll guilt somebody into doing it.
Dope. All right, well, stay tuned for more content. We got a link to the server in the description, I think. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the best league. Hashtag best league. Thank you, James, for being
No
here.
doubt. Absolutely.
Take
Love
care,
to do it.
everybody.
It's a lot of fun. See ya.